All right, but now let's start diving into the games, game by game, team by team, player by player, seeing what they were all up to in the first week. First week out, we had some nice people show up and some, not great performances. So week one, some players were ready. Some people wanted to hit the snooze on the NFL season, and that's exactly what happened. So let's just start here with the first game up, the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Houston Texans. And folks, what did we say kind of all week leading up to this game? Watch out potentially for the Texans, because they were keeping the two narratives, the team, what we're going to be doing on the field this year, and keeping that separate from Deshaun Watson, the sexual assault rumors and the trade rumors, keeping that all separate. And the Texans came out and looked actually really gosh dang good. They put up 37 points, won the game, kind of no problem, got out to a hot start, 14 points in the first quarter, 13 points in the second quarter, 7 points in the third quarter, 3 points in the fourth quarter. So it's not the greatest that they were going down every quarter in points, but they got out to a hot start, and then they were just up, so you're not kind of really, the urgency's not there, because you're like, well, we're already up by like 21 points. Obviously, we don't want to take our foot off the pedal, but we also don't kind of want to, keep, not running time off the clock. We already kind of got the win, so let's wrap it up and just kind of eat up the clock, and that's kind of what they did for the rest of the game. So they put up 37 points, looked absolutely really, really solid, like we kind of thought they could potentially do, and, taking advantage of kind of the weaker opponents. So I kind of got to give credit to this Texans team. This new head coach, we'll definitely track him throughout this entire season. But, watch out. A sneaky kind of upset, dark horse definitely could be the Texans. Obviously, we have to see what they look like when they have to, face a good opponent. The Jacksonville Jaguars, we had Trevor Lawrence throwing 3 interceptions, and Urban Meyer, some questionable calls out here. But, just very well done for the Texans. Let's quickly see who they have next week. Are we going to get like a true test of this Texans team come next week? Or do we have to kind of wait till week 3? So next week the Texans have to face the Browns, and that's gonna be the really true test here for this Texans team, especially on the road. So we'll praise the Texans this week. We'll have no problem. We'll get kind of in our Wednesday film study, we'll definitely look at Tyrod Taylor 100% in depth to see if we can truly buy into him, because when you look at his stats, 21 of 33 for 291 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He ran for another 40 yards, which we know he's a dual threat quarterback in this league. So overall, putting up like 300 plus yards on the ground, you've got to give a ton of credit to that. So absolutely fantastic. Let's get the percentage number here, completion percentage, so we're not talking just numbers here. We like to get that firm percentage number because, that's how we gauge it, and we have, what we think is good and in completion percentage. So here we go. Tyrod Taylor, 21 of 33. That completion percentage is 63%. You can round it up to 64% if you want. So that's still solid, still decent, nothing great, nothing extraordinary, just kind of average out there. So solid work by Tyrod Taylor last night, scoring a touchdown on his second and third possession. Once again, getting out to that hot start. You got to love it, and you got to give him credit. And they punted, a couple of times. They had a lot of drives, but they scored on most of them. I mean, look at this, 3 straight drives of all points right here, 2 touchdowns, a field goal, going up 17-0. Unfortunately, they couldn't take advantage of Trevor Lawrence's first interception. They have to punt. They go 3 and out after the first interception. After the second interception, they're able to score 3 points. Fantastic. And then they put up 7 points right before half, going into halftime 27-7. And then once again, just kind of, backfiring out after halftime. Their first possession was a punt, but then they were right back at it with the second possession after halftime, a touchdown, making it 34-7. Trevor Lawrence goes down and scores a touchdown, making it 34-14. And they punt. The Texans punt, but then they're back at it with the points. And then, unfortunately, once again, this is something the Texans are going to have to kind of, capitalize on. The turnovers, only coming away with 3 points off of 3 interceptions. That's kind of the one downfall that the Texans had last night. So that's definitely going to have to get cleaned up. And they didn't really score that much in the fourth quarter. But like we said, they were already up, 37-14. Let's just kind of get out of here all healthy, heading into week 2, 1-0, we'll be fine with that. So very well done for the Texans last night. Tyrod Taylor getting it done. Mark Ingram, the number 1 running back for this Texans team, which, we didn't think was really going to happen, but they did it. He's a little bit of an aging running back in this league, but 26 carries for 85 yards and a touchdown. That's pretty solid work for the man. And then we had Phillip Lindsay coming up with the backup, 8 carries for 25 yards and a touchdown. So we're big fans of Phillip Lindsay. Mark Ingram is obviously very good. David Johnson only getting 3 carries is definitely mind-boggling. I mean, when we just kind of, look at this running back room for the Texans, we really kind of say, hey, David Johnson should kind of be the number 1, then maybe Phillip Lindsay the number 2 because he's a little bit younger, and then Mark Ingram kind of the number 3 back out here just because he's a little bit older, nice veteran presence, can kind of come in and, whenever you need him to truly get it done, he will get it done. But the Texans kind of go opposite. So once again, got to give credit to this Texans coaching staff, and they may potentially had the opportunity to truly turn this organization around in kind of not even a year kind of break. They fired Bill O'Brien, kind of midway through the season last season, and or towards the later end, and now they're 1-0 this season. So once again, just huge credit to this Texans team. 37 points, looking real gosh dang good. Give them credit. Brandon Cooks getting it done for the wide receivers here for the Texans. 5 receptions for 122 yards. Pharaoh Brown, 4 receptions for 67 yards. Danny Amendola, 5 receptions for 35 yards. So everybody just really getting it done. Quarterback, running back, wide receivers. This Texans team could potentially be dangerous. Next week is their true first test. All right, but now let's talk about Trevor Lawrence. And man, oh man, is this how you really want to kind of throw your quarterback into the fire here? And I've got no problem with starting rookie quarterbacks, young quarterbacks, throwing them out there week 1. I've got no problem with that. And once again, we can just talk about, differences in coaching styles. We had, Matt Nagy not wanting to start Justin Fields after, Andy Dalton, making a promise to Andy Dalton, and then Andy Dalton floundering like we knew he would. And I cannot wait to talk about that Rams game because I'm about to unleash on mother-loving Matt Nagy for making the dumbest mistake ever that we all knew what was going to happen, and it ended up happening. So congratulations. You went with Andy Dalton, who turned the ball over twice and put up 14 points. I'm sure Justin Fields could have turned the ball over twice and put up 14 points. I don't think that's that hard to do. But let's digress a little bit. Trevor Lawrence out here. I mean, geez Louise. I mean, they called 51 passing plays, and we're going to talk about that. Just an overarching theme, obviously, as we kind of, it seems to be like the NFL is wanting a higher passing league, all the rules kind of benefiting the offense and all that. We know that generally over the last kind of, I would say 4 or 5 years, the rules and everything have been going towards the offense, and, that's a mainstream narrative that is kind of true. I think we can overall say that is just a true statement, and we kind of were seeing that week 1. We saw the heavy passing game between the Cowboys and the Bucs. We gave them both excuses because you have Tom Brady, so why wouldn't you pass the ball? I think he passed the ball like 48 times. And then Dak Prescott, you're missing your right guard, so your running game is going to be a little lackluster because the offensive line is missing some pieces. So of course, Dak Prescott, he threw for like 56 times, something like that. So we did see the first game of the season high passing numbers, and we kind of got it heavily sprinkled throughout week 1 on Sunday. So we're going to break all those down. But yeah, Trevor Lawrence out here throwing 51 passes. Jeez Louise. Sheesh. I mean, Urban Meyer, what are we doing? There's no easing him into it, just throwing him out there. And when you ask a rookie quarterback to go on the road and throw 51 times, you're going to get 3 interceptions. And that's exactly what happened. He went 28 of 51 for 332 yards. I can definitely get behind that. 332 yards on 28 completions. Absolutely. When we talk about, what seems like good passing yards compared to what they were doing completion-wise, we like to see kind of 10 yards of completion. That shows that you're not really dinking and dunking, that you're trying to air it out, that you're taking those deep shots. Anything less than kind of average, on average, less than 10 yards a completion kind of shows that you were dinking and dunking. So 28 completions for 332 yards, I can get behind that by Trevor Lawrence, and we're definitely going to look at him way more in depth on Wednesday's film study show. But I do kind of want to quickly see if we can bring up these interceptions, if they were bad, were they his fault, not his fault, anything like that. Was he making bad reads, bad decisions? Because I can get behind 332 yards, 3 touchdowns. Definitely got to clean up those interceptions. I'll allow 1 interception interception for these yards. I would have no problem doing that if we were, consistently competitive and trying to win these games. Then I would have no trouble. But if we're not even competitive and you're throwing picks, then we've got to nip that in the bud. But let's get a completion percentage up here for Trevor Lawrence. So 28 out of 51. We got 55% completion percentage. That is not what we want to do right there. Definitely got to get those numbers up. But I mean, like we said, Urban Meyer throwing him into the flames. 51 attempts, game one for the man on the road. Sheesh. Their running back, Carlos Hyde, 9 of 44, 9 carries for 44 yards. Real solid right there, but use these running backs more. We know you just lost Travis Etienne, unfortunate, the rookie running back that they drafted, but that doesn't mean you have to throw the running game out the window. You can believe in Carlos Hyde. You can believe in James Robinson. They have gotten it done before in this league, so they are serviceable options out here, and especially when you're rocking with the rookie quarterback, that may have been kind of the smarter option out here. All right, so let's see if we can quickly start bringing up some of these interceptions. Just want to quickly see what these look like. Game Pass is still absolutely trash. You can't go play by play. So, this is going to, be a little bit of an experiment. Week one, getting everything quick as possible. And if it doesn't turn out good, we'll fix it for week two, folks. No worries. We have, what do we got? An extra week. We've got 17 games, 18 weeks. So, if week one's not the tidiest, we'll fix it up. No worries. But we have to roll with, what Game Pass gives us, unfortunately, because they want to go down. I don't understand, get worse as years progress. I don't know what they're doing over there, but we digress a little bit. So let's see. This first interception comes 4 minutes, 54 seconds in the second quarter. So let's see if we can get there quickly. 4:54. Got to scroll through the entire game film here, because we can't do play-by-play for some reason. Y'all take it up with Game Pass. I'm about to take it up with Game Pass. I'm over their garbage. Don't get it, but we digress truly. All right, here we go. 5:40. What do we say? Oh, geez. Now we got to remember the time. 4:54. 4:54. All right. So let's back up a couple of seconds here. We're at 4 minutes. Back it up. 10 seconds. 4:54, Trevor Lawrence. That's all I want to see is his interceptions. And, sometimes the NFL, they put up their own highlight packages themselves, but they don't have the kind of negative plays, the low lights, if you will, the interceptions. So, unfortunate there. All right. Maybe we can't do this. This is definitely taking way longer than I wanted to. Damn, yo. This Game Pass, y'all, it's about to get on my nerves, and y'all are not going to hear the end of it. I can guarantee you that. How could you have such a great service? Folks, look at our videos from last year. Just so precise and quick and everything perfect. Yeah, we can bring up the play right there. We can go to every single play, but it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to do that quickly now. How truly unfortunate. And I'll give Game Pass 1 week. You got 1 week to get everything back to normal before, I start making a big stink, and you definitely don't want takes by fans to be on your bad side. I'll tell you that right now. So be careful. Watch yourself. So, it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to get to this quickly. I don't even know what the hell is going on. I'm just trying to scroll, and they're bringing up commercials, and it seems like they don't even have this play in here. So, all right, we might not be able to look at all of his interceptions. Truly unfortunate. We just want to see what he was looking like here, throwing all these picks. But Game Pass has other things on their mind, unfortunately. What time's right here? 4:42. So we just got to go back one more commercial break. Come on. All right. This should be it. More commercials. Why are there commercials, folks? Could we stop? Just cut out the commercials and we'll be good. Damn. Okay, here we go. I think. Jeez. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, finally, folks. Thank you for bearing with us. We finally got it. Here we go. All right. Trevor Lawrence's first interception out of 3. Jeez Louise, I don't want to do that 2 more times. All right, but here we go. Here we go. Finally, 2nd and 13. They're only down 10, and they're at midfield. So, once again, you're in a good place to put up some points, start being competitive in this game. And let's see what Trevor Lawrence does right here. So, here we go. Drops back to pass. Pressure is getting there, slides out of the pocket, and then just overthrows it. Man, oh man, this is wide open. You've got to make this kind of throw, and this is a great read. This is wide open, but Trevor Lawrence, rolling out of the pocket, kind of throwing on the run, not truly setting his feet, and the ball sails on him. So this is 100% Trevor Lawrence's fault. It's just unfortunate the ball did sail on him, but he was making the right read, and the wide receiver was wide open. So this is workable. We can definitely build upon this Trevor Lawrence interception. This isn't that big of a deal. It's just unfortunate that they lose the game, and then in the stats it shows 3 interceptions. So the optics of Trevor Lawrence's interceptions don't look good, but when you look at them, the first one's not bad. Let's see if we can bring up another one quickly, and this is also not good because he went back to back on the interceptions. We definitely don't want to see that. Back-to-back interceptions drives, and once again, luckily for this Jaguars team, they only give up 3 points out of all 3 interceptions. So that was another silver lining here. The Jaguars defense kind of cleans up the mistakes for the overall team of the Jaguars. So that's not bad overall. We can kind of, buy into that decently. All right, let's see if we can bring up this second interception quickly. Hopefully a lot more quicker than the first time. I know we can do it, folks. Stay with us. So we got 2:32 left in the second quarter. So let's go to that. 2:32 now. Fast forward a little bit. All right, we got 1:02. So we just got to back it up a little bit. Back it up a little bit here. Let's go to 1:35. Hour 35 in. Let's see. Got to go back a little bit more here. All right, here we go. Maybe let's just go to the condensed game footage. Got to even go back even more. Okay, now we can get cooking right here. Let's just skip. All right, here we go. We've got it up here. Here we go. Trevor Lawrence about to throw his second interception of the day. So here we go. All right. Still only down 10, 17-7. Bingo, bango. Backed up big time in his own territory, throwing from his own 8-yard line, 2nd and 9. Let's see what he does here. Drops back to pass, clean pocket, but then just doesn't see the corner just kind of zoning out, and he throws it right to him. And this could potentially be a pick 6. We know it's not, but let's see what the defender does. Just doesn't see that defender lurking. Now, this one's way worse than that first interception. Not seeing the defender, that's definitely not great. Luckily here for the Jaguars defense, I mean, luckily for the Jaguars defense, they hold the Texans only 3 points when they literally return the ball to like the Jaguars 6-yard line. I mean, that is absolutely great field position, and the Jaguars defense holds them to 3 points. Perfect. They go 5 and out for only 7 yards on 4th and goal from the Jacksonville 7-yard line. They can't do nothing. So very well done there by the Jaguars defense to clean up Trevor Lawrence's mistakes. Let's see if we can bring up this last one, and then we'll put an end to this one, and we will move on to the next game. But let's see this last interception here, 9:47 in the 4th quarter. So let's bring that up quickly. All right, 9:47. 9:47. Very, very close. What do we got here? What's the time? Show me the time. We got 9:03, so just back it up a little bit. All right, here we go. 3rd interception. First was bad, but it's, fixable. Second one, just not reading the defender. And let's see what this 3rd one looks like here. All right, here we go. 4th quarter. Let's see what the score is. Down in distance. Where are they at? All right, so here we go. They're absolutely getting blown out here, 37-14, 9 minutes, 47 seconds left, 2nd and 1, but they are in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. So knocking in kind of point territory right here, cannot turn over the ball. Let's see how he does it. Here we go, 2nd and 1, drops back to pass, clean pocket, throws over the middle of the field, and I don't know what the hell he's looking at here. I mean, he throws this one into like triple coverage, short as heck, and the receiver that he's trying to throw to is like 7 yards behind where this ball is, like in front of where this ball is. So, yeah, real bad pick right there. Jeez Louise, I don't know what the hell that is. So, 2 bad picks, 1 not terrible, but definitely Trevor Lawrence is definitely going to have to get better. But, throwing it 51 times, can we really blame him for a real lackluster performance overall? They were still able to put up 21 points. Wasn't really the most competitive. The most competitive it was 14-7, but really just lost it from there with all the interceptions and not being able to move the ball. So overall, Trevor Lawrence is definitely going to have to, get a little bit better out here, but he's a rookie, week 1. We can, slow learn with the man. Not too slow, but, we'll definitely give him a couple of weeks buffer right here. Alrighty, so running game, probably utilize that a little bit more. We'll see what Jaguars can do come game 2, but Urban Meyer definitely got to be a little bit better out here. Coach up a little bit better and don't pass the ball so much with the rookie quarterback. I mean, Tyrod Taylor only threw the ball 33 times. Why you got Trevor Lawrence throwing it 51 times? That doesn't make any sense. And then we've got this right here. Urban Meyer on blowout loss to Houston in Jaguars debut says, quote, "We've all got our ass kicked before." And yeah, that is true, but, okay. Let's see what he says here quickly. We're just going to read these quotes. So here we go. Quote here by Urban Meyer. "I don't really know that word, shell-shocked, other than we've all got our ass kicked before. Let's tighten up and go. I believe in that team. I believe in our staff. Come back to work. Going to earn your captain stripes and leadership stripes as a coach and leaders on the team, but I believe in those guys." And once again, Urban Meyer says, this is not a rebuild. We want to be competitive in every single game. Game number 1, not the most competitive. Another quote here by Urban Meyer, quote, It's inexcusable, the things that need to be fixed. 3 preseason games, you'd think we'd have that fixed. So that's something that we're going to. I would guesstimate you would not see that again. And let's see what he was trying to say. Jacksonville botched seemingly everything in the sloppiest of sloppy affairs of the road squad. They got tagged with 10 penalties. 10 penalties, including 12 men in the huddle. So that's what he was kind of saying. Hey, we got to clean up those mistakes. All right. Another quote here. Let's read the lead up here. "The defense was a sieve, unable to stop the Texans' ground game and allowed receivers to dance free. The offense was a slog with rookie Trevor Lawrence struggling out of the gate, including the first 3 interception game of his entire life." Quote here by Urban Meyer. Or quote here by Trevor Lawrence says, quote, "I know I'm going to respond well. I'm made of the right stuff, so I don't have any doubt about that. But it is frustrating, and I hate losing. So we're going to get better, but that's all you can do is watch the tape, learn from it, get better, and move on." So you definitely got to get better. Definitely got to start reading the defenses a little bit more, making sure where every single defender is on the field so you don't have those, kind of classic, rookie, younger quarterback, not the greatest quarterback mistakes, not seeing the defenders, and, set your feet when you throw because, mechanics are everything. The ball will sail on you, and if the ball sails on you, you better, expect it to get picked off. So, not the greatest look for the Texans week 1, but, we knew that. But we'll see if they can clean it up before kind of week 2 and get better from there. So, very well done by the Texans and not very well done by Trevor Lawrence.